This content is for educational purposes only and is not medical advice. Always consult with qualified healthcare professionals before making changes to your diet or health routine, especially if you have existing health conditions or take medications. Have you noticed that getting up from a chair feels harder than it used to? Maybe you struggle to open jars or carry grocery bags. Perhaps climbing stairs leaves your legs trembling. If you're nodding your head right now, you're experiencing what many people over 60 face, changes in muscle strength and mass that researchers call sarcopenia. While some muscle changes can occur with aging, research suggests that what you eat, particularly what you add to foods like yogurt, may play a supportive role in muscle health. The truth is that research shows muscle loss isn't inevitable, and many people report improvements when they know which 3 ingredients to add to their daily yogurt and which habits support muscle preservation. Today, I want to share research-based information about a simple yogurt protocol that studies suggest may support muscle health when combined with appropriate exercise. If you've felt weaker lately, if daily tasks have become more challenging, or if you're concerned about maintaining your independence, hit that like button right now because this educational information could be valuable for your health journey. I'm Eleanor Whitford, a health educator and longevity researcher who has spent nearly 2 decades studying dietary patterns for muscle health in people over 50. I focus on preventive nutrition and how evidence-based food combinations might support strength and function as we age. Through my work, I've observed that when people combine specific nutrients in their diet along with appropriate exercise, many report noticeable improvements in how they feel. Let me share an observation from my educational practice. I work with someone, let's call him Robert, a 68-year-old concerned about progressive weakness. He had trouble carrying groceries, struggled to get up from low chairs, and worried about his future independence. His doctor mentioned that muscle changes can occur with aging. Interested in taking action, Robert explored nutritional approaches. After consistently adding 3 specific ingredients to his daily yogurt, along with simple resistance exercises, Robert reported within several weeks that he felt different. He mentioned that lifting things felt easier, getting up from chairs was less of a struggle, and he had more confidence in his strength. After a few months, he said he felt years younger in terms of physical capability. While this is one person's anecdotal experience and not medical evidence, it reflects patterns I've observed in people who adopt comprehensive approaches to muscle health. These observations are educational and anecdotal. They do not replace medical evaluation or treatment. If you're experiencing muscle weakness or sarcopenia symptoms, please consult healthcare professionals. So what does research suggest happens to muscles after 60? Understanding this helps us make informed choices. Research shows that after age 60, several changes may occur that affect muscle health. First, studies indicate muscle mass naturally tends to decline with age, particularly without regular resistance exercise. This process, which researchers call sarcopenia, can affect strength and independence. Second, research suggests that muscle protein synthesis, the process of building new muscle tissue, becomes less efficient with age. Studies show that older adults may need more protein and specific amino acids to stimulate muscle building compared to younger people. This is why what you add to your yogurt matters so much according to research. Third, studies indicate that inflammation levels often increase with age, and research suggests chronic inflammation may accelerate muscle breakdown. The ingredients I'll share have been studied for their potential to support healthy inflammation responses. These mechanisms work together, but research suggests they can be positively influenced by nutrition and exercise. This isn't about medical treatment, but about supporting your body's natural processes through informed choices based on research. Important: always discuss dietary changes with your healthcare provider, especially if you have health conditions or take medications. Before I reveal which 3 ingredients research suggests adding to yogurt, let me ask, are you currently taking any supplements for muscle health? Maybe protein powder or creatine? If so, comment below, because understanding how these ingredients might complement supplements could be valuable. Remember, always discuss supplement use with your doctor. The first ingredient that research strongly suggests adding to your daily yogurt is something simple but powerful. I'm talking about ground flaxseed, which contains compounds that studies indicate may support muscle health through multiple mechanisms. Research shows flaxseed is rich in omega-3 fatty acids, specifically alpha-linolenic acid. Studies suggest omega-3s may help reduce inflammation that research indicates can contribute to muscle breakdown. Additionally, research shows flaxseed contains lignans, plant compounds that studies suggest may have beneficial effects on metabolism. But here's what makes flaxseed particularly interesting for muscle health, according to research. Studies indicate it may help improve insulin sensitivity, and research shows better insulin sensitivity is associated with improved muscle protein synthesis. This means the protein from your yogurt may be utilized more effectively by your muscles when consumed with flaxseed, according to research. Research suggests adding 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed to your yogurt daily. Studies indicate ground flaxseed is better absorbed than whole seeds. The omega-3s and fiber in flaxseed, according to research, work synergistically with the protein in yogurt. I worked with someone, a 71-year-old woman concerned about weakness. She started adding ground flaxseed to her yogurt daily. After a few weeks of consistent use along with walking, she reported feeling that her legs felt stronger. This is anecdotal but illustrates individual experiences some people report. The second ingredient that research suggests may significantly support muscle preservation is something you might not expect in yogurt, but studies show it's remarkably effective. I'm talking about creatine monohydrate, a compound that research extensively supports for muscle health, especially in older adults. Research shows creatine is one of the most studied supplements for muscle and strength. Studies indicate that creatine helps provide energy for muscle contractions, and research suggests it may be particularly beneficial for people over 60. Multiple studies show that older adults taking creatine while doing resistance exercise experience greater improvements in strength and muscle mass compared to exercise alone. But research shows creatine does more than just support energy. Studies suggest it may also support muscle protein synthesis, and research indicates it might help reduce muscle breakdown. Some research even explores whether creatine might have neuroprotective properties, though more study is needed. Research typically uses doses of 3 to 5 grams daily. Studies show this amount, when added to yogurt and combined with resistance exercise, is associated with improvements in muscle function in older adults. Research indicates creatine mixes easily into yogurt and doesn't significantly affect taste. I worked with a 69-year-old man who added creatine to his morning yogurt while doing simple strength exercises. After several weeks, he reported that activities like climbing stairs felt noticeably easier. This is one anecdotal experience, but research supports that creatine supplementation combined with exercise can support muscle health. Important, if you have kidney conditions, consult your doctor before using creatine. Research shows it's generally safe for healthy adults, but individual medical conditions require professional guidance. The third ingredient that research suggests is crucial for muscle recovery, and preservation might surprise you because it's not typically associated with yogurt. I'm talking about tart cherry powder or tart cherry juice concentrate, and studies show it has remarkable properties for supporting muscle health. Research indicates tart cherries are rich in anthocyanins, compounds that studies suggest have strong antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. What makes this relevant for muscles? Research shows that inflammation and oxidative stress may contribute to muscle breakdown and delayed recovery, especially in older adults. Studies suggest tart cherry compounds may help support healthy inflammation responses. Additionally, research indicates tart cherries may support better sleep quality, and studies show deep sleep is when significant muscle recovery and repair occur. Research suggests that growth hormone, which supports muscle maintenance, is primarily released during deep sleep. So by potentially supporting better sleep, according to studies, tart cherries may indirectly support muscle recovery. Research typically uses about 1 tablespoon of tart cherry powder or 2 tablespoons of tart cherry juice concentrate added to yogurt. Studies show these amounts provide beneficial compounds while adding natural flavor. Some research even suggests tart cherries might help reduce muscle soreness after exercise, which could help older adults maintain more consistent exercise routines. I worked with a 73-year-old woman who added tart cherry powder to her yogurt. She reported after a few weeks that she felt less muscle discomfort after her walks and was sleeping better. This is anecdotal, but aligns with research on tart cherry benefits. Now let me share a practical protocol that combines these 3 ingredients with yogurt in one simple daily routine. This is based on research studies and observations from educational practice. Please save this information for reference. Here's a research-based yogurt protocol for muscle support. Start with 1 cup of plain Greek yogurt, which research shows is higher in protein than regular yogurt, typically containing 15 to 20 grams of protein per cup. Studies indicate this protein amount is beneficial for supporting muscle protein synthesis in older adults. To this yogurt base, add 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed for omega-3s and fiber that research suggests support inflammation management and insulin sensitivity. 3 to 5 grams, about 1 teaspoon, of creatine monohydrate, which extensive research supports for muscle strength and function. 1 tablespoon of tart cherry powder, which studies suggest may support recovery and sleep quality. Mix these ingredients thoroughly and consume within 30 minutes after your resistance exercise session, or as your breakfast if exercising later. Research suggests post-exercise is an optimal time for muscle protein synthesis, but studies also show consistent daily intake is important regardless of timing. For best results, according to research, follow this protocol daily for at least 4 to 6 weeks before evaluating how you feel. Studies show muscle adaptations take time, and research indicates consistency is crucial. Most people who try this report noticing subjective changes within a few weeks, though individual experiences vary considerably. Important, this nutritional approach works best when combined with appropriate resistance exercise. Research consistently shows that nutrition alone, without exercise stimulus, has limited effects on muscle mass and strength. Please consult a physical therapist or qualified trainer for appropriate exercises for your fitness level. Now let me explain why these 3 ingredients might work powerfully together based on research, because understanding the science helps appreciate what's happening. The omega-3s from flaxseed, according to studies, may help create a less inflammatory environment. The creatine provides energy for muscle contractions, and research suggests supports protein synthesis. The tart cherry compounds studies indicate may support recovery and sleep quality when muscle repair occurs. Together, research suggests they create a nutritional environment that may support muscle maintenance and potentially growth when combined with exercise. This isn't magic, it's evidence-based nutrition supporting natural physiological processes. If you're finding this information valuable, please share this video with friends or family who might benefit. Hit that like button and subscribe for more evidence-based content about healthy aging. Now, these 3 ingredients address nutrition, But research shows another critical factor for muscle health that many people overlook: resistance exercise. Studies consistently demonstrate that resistance exercise is the most powerful stimulus for maintaining and building muscle at any age, including after 60. Research shows that even people in their 80s and 90s can build muscle with appropriate resistance training. Studies indicate this doesn't require heavy weights or gym equipment. Body weight exercises, resistance bands, or light dumbbells, when done correctly and consistently, can provide the stimulus research shows muscles need to maintain strength. The 3 ingredients in your yogurt, according to research, provide the nutritional support, but exercise provides the signal that tells muscles to grow and strengthen. Studies show this combination, nutrition plus exercise, is far more effective than either alone. Research suggests simple exercises like chair squats, wall push-ups, resistance band rows, and leg raises, done 2 to 3 times weekly, can provide significant benefits. Studies show proper form is more important than intensity, and research indicates gradual progression is key to safety and effectiveness. I worked with a 70-year-old man who combined the yogurt protocol with simple resistance band exercises 3 times weekly. After 2 months, he reported feeling dramatically stronger, with daily activities becoming noticeably easier. This anecdotal experience reflects what research shows about combining nutrition and exercise. Important: before starting any exercise program, consult with healthcare professionals, especially if you have existing health conditions, balance issues, or haven't exercised recently. Let me address something important. Many people worry they've lost too much muscle to make meaningful improvements, or that they're too old to build strength. This belief, according to research, is not supported by science, and importantly, it prevents people from taking actions that studies suggest could significantly improve quality of life. Research in gerontology consistently shows that neuroplasticity and muscle plasticity continue throughout life. Studies demonstrate that people in their 70s, 80s, and even 90s can improve muscle mass and strength with appropriate interventions. Yes, research suggests earlier intervention may be easier, but evidence also shows it's never too late to start. The key factors research identifies are consistency and appropriate progression. Your muscles didn't change overnight, and studies show they won't fully adapt overnight either. But with daily commitment to this yogurt protocol and regular resistance exercise, research suggests most people notice subjective improvements within a few weeks, with continued progress over months. Research shows improvements are often gradual. Maybe you notice carrying groceries feels slightly easier, or getting up from chairs takes less effort. Studies indicate these small improvements accumulate into meaningful functional benefits over time. Remember, research suggests that maintaining muscle isn't just about appearance or strength. It's about independence, metabolic health, and quality of life. Studies show muscle mass is associated with better outcomes across numerous health markers. Thank you for spending this time learning about evidence-based approaches to muscle health. If you found this educational content helpful, please share it with someone who might benefit. Hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and turn on notifications for more research-based content about healthy aging. In the comments below, tell me, will you try adding these 3 ingredients to your yogurt? Research shows public commitment increases follow-through, and your comment might inspire others. Consider shopping for ground flaxseed, creatine monohydrate, and tart cherry powder to begin this journey. If you want to continue learning about maintaining strength and independence after 60, watch the next video on this channel. I've prepared additional evidence-based strategies for muscle health that complement what we've discussed today. Remember, research suggests that with appropriate nutritional support, including these ingredients in your yogurt, combined with resistance exercise, you may be able to support your muscle health as you age. Starting tomorrow with that enhanced yogurt, you're not just eating breakfast, you're making an informed choice to support your strength and independence through evidence-based nutrition. I'll see you in the next video, where we'll continue exploring research on healthy aging and muscle preservation.